Hey guys, and welcome back to Starting Out Solitary. My name's Amanda, and I am your Thursday sub-host. Right now we are currently looking at my altar, because this is this week's topic. And this is my working altar. This is my main altar that I work with. I do have 4. This one, my goddess altar, which is for Kirwin, my meditation altar, and my husband's military altar I do for his protection and stuff like that, and just kind of like say, hey, I appreciate what you do and on a day-to-day basis, because I don't always go, hey, cool, thanks for serving our country, because that gets kind of old to him, because everyone does say that to him. So I just have an altar for him, for all his medals, awards, certificates, promotions, whatever. Kind of that altar gets switched up a little bit more. So those are the main 4 that I use. I'm only going to show you this one, and I think my Kirwin altar, because my other 2 are in my living room, and my mother is here, and she is not the most accepting of people, so I don't want to disturb her, and I'm just going to respect her for that. But this one is my working altar, and I'm just going to go through all the little pieces I have here. This is my owl. Picked it up at Big Lots. It was like $4 or $5, but he is my spirit animal, totem animal, or whatever you want to call him. He is my guide, pretty much. When I meditate, I talk to him a lot. And then we go over here is my white candle representation with my goddess statue, and then my black candle representation and god statue. And then I have the paintings in the back, because without them, it just kind of looks bland, and I don't have a backdrop or anything like that. I do have my Mr. Green Man incense burner here from Walmart, kind of inexpensive, and then I have my dragon of protection. So when I do like shields or barriers and stuff, this is the dragon that protects that shield. That's the thing I imagine that protects me when I light a candle or I'm doing workings. He is the one that keeps all the negativity out for me. So that is why he is up here, since I do most of my magical workings up here. I have 2 floating candles and a feather back there that was gifted to me by one of my friends, cockatiel, I think you call it. Then I have your earth, air, this is an incense burner, fire, and I did have a little water dish over here with water in it, but my son likes playing with the bowls, so that is currently gone. And then I have my working candle that I light, because I don't like casting big circles unless I'm doing ritual. So this working candle, when I light it, it opens my circle for me, and I see where the light touches is where the light protects me, as long as I'm within the light. That's how it works. And then I have the pentacle here with my homemade snuffer that I made out of some liquor type thing, cap, like a beer top or whatever. Okay, so how I go about setting up my altar, this is pretty much just, it flows with me. It just works with me. This is how I like it. It has the basic setup where you have like your tile in the middle and then your candles, but everything else is just what I like, because like Terra Incognita said, the books are just guidelines. That's how I feel. But when I do prep and go build my altar from the table up, I do start with the table. Like, this is just a shelving piece that I got from Lowe's and stuff like that. But before I put any of my altar cloths or anything on top of it, I do anoint it with olive oil or an essential oil, depending on what the altar is for, because I do make like your holiday altars, so your Mabons and Samhain, Yule, and all that stuff. They get their own separate altar, and then I tear it down eventually. So those are just my temporary altars. But because this one sits up all the time, I think this time I anointed the tabletop with olive oil infused with lavender, I think is what I did with this one, but it's been a couple months since I've done it. Then I lay the cloth on. I don't do a rhyme or reason to the table or the cloth that I put on my working altar. It's whatever looks nice and whatever I have on hand. And then this one's just a bandana to give it a break in color and stuff like that. So then I put that on, and then I put my god and goddess on my altar tile, and then I put all like your accessories on. And that's pretty much how I go about it. I do keep my pendulum on this one to charge all the time since it doesn't see the sunlight or moonlight that often. Because I do live in an apartment complex, and I just smudge my altar to get it how it is. But this is pretty much how I break down this piece of it. So I'm going to shut the camera off and then walk over to my other altar, and I'll be right back. So we're back, and this is my goddess altar that I do, and it's pretty simple. This is really basic. I haven't gone all over the place with it. She is a very simple goddess to me. Like she hasn't been very demanding to me like, oh, you need all this stuff on it. For Mabon, I did have acorns and a whole bunch of other stuff up here, and like nuts and berries and stuff like that. But I am right now, they're sitting on my porch charging in the sunlight because I recharge my stuff because I don't feel that I need to throw it away. I just think some of the stuff just needs a little boost every now and then. So over here I have an offering bowl to her, which has a pine cone in it and rocks and acorns that I've offered throughout the month. And then I have 2 pillar candles, and they're not lit, but I usually would light them, well, how I feel that they should be lit, since this is a brand new altar to me, would probably be on your sabbats and espits. I haven't got to celebrate anything with this altar yet, even though I did have it up for Mabon. I've just been so ill to do anything, but I have lit candles in this, I think you call it a salt rock lamp, or, well, this is a tea light holder. And then I do have a chalice for her for drink offerings. I do have the triple goddess plates in the back because she is one of the goddess that does represent the triple goddess aspect. I have my little incense burner and stuff like that over there for her incense. And then I have stones because she's a very earthy goddess to me. She's a very earthy, autumny type goddess. And that is pretty much how I set it up. And then this is just a cloth. I didn't like the blue checkered like I had on my other altar, so I just kind of folded it in half and put it at white, so it was more of a pure type color. And I don't think you really need to go buy anything super special. All this stuff is just kind of repurposed stuff. I did pick up the rocks at like the Dollar Tree or whatever, but I didn't go like spend like a whole bunch of money to put it together. And most of the stuff I get for my altars and stuff are just accumulated over time. Like I make my own candles and stuff, so that's on my like meditation altar. The stuff on my husband's army altar would be just the stuff he brings home from deployment and stuff like that, or like my protection sachets that go to him when he's gone, you know. Oh yeah, I do have my oracle deck because she is Celtic, and this is my Celtic druid deck. I do I do pull one card. I haven't been doing that for a while, so that's been like 3 weeks. But the thing is, I haven't felt like I needed to draw a new card yet either. So, but that will be for a different video. But these are my 2 main altars that I am currently working with. My meditation altar is to keep the room calm and everything like that. And I don't really use it as much as I would like to, but it's mostly due to life stuff right now. But I try keeping my altars a part of my life and stuff like that. But that's pretty much all I have to say about them. All my altars are basic and not too much. But if you do have any questions, or you would like me to do any more detailed work or talk about them more detailed, like, please leave the comments down below and I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. But until next time, you guys, blessed be.